Hey, what's up, people? Happy hump day. It is Wednesday, I believe. This has been a crazy day. Crazy, crazy day. But that's how my life rolls, and you just got to roll with the punches. Anyways, I have an amazing human being that is going to join me here pretty quick. She is amazing, and amazing because we want to make this world a better place. Hey, Allie, what's up? Miss you too. Anyhow, hi, Mary.
Hi.
How's it
Sorry.
going?
There we go. I figured it out. It's going
Woo!
good.
Awesome. I just roll with the punches. You just got to do it. Just show
Right?
up. You learn by doing, right?
100%.
Yeah.
How's it going? What's
Good.
going
How are
on
you?
today?
It's been crazy. I've been had calls after calls, and it's just like, it's great.
That's
It's
good.
abundant. I love it.
That's
And I
awesome.
went to my car. It's too busy in the coffee shop, too loud. So I'm like, grab my coffee, finish up some calls, and now we're here. We're having a coffee in my car.
That's perfect. I had to put headphones in because my dog's inside. He doesn't, he likes the snow, but only to play in it and not when it's snowing. He's a princess, so he's inside right now. This is the just in case situation.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. So, Mary and I are in a coaching program together because we're masterminds. We're amazing. We're growing. We're expanding. So, we have the same coach. And I'm like, hey, girl, let's hop on and let's collab because we're in the same realm. We're both
Mhm.
coaches. I attract females that want to start magnetizing all the goodness and the abundance and manifest the life of their dreams. And what do you do?
Um, I attract ambitious women who are sick and tired of saying yes to everything and they want to take hold of their life again and do shit for them.
That is awesome. That's what we
Yeah,
all want
right?
because we're
Boundaries, boundaries. I'm the boundaries queen.
yes, yes, yes. Boundaries are huge,
Yeah, they really are. And it's crazy because people don't actually know that they're allowed to set them.
right?
Yeah.
I know.
Like you're actually
It's so
allowed to say
sad.
no. I
It's
know.
so sad. I gave my daughter a hard lesson on boundaries, like teaching her to teach other people how to treat her. And
Hmm.
it was hard. Like she blocked a friend of hers. It was devastating for her because she's a preteen and like preteens are it's nasty. Those girls are nasty. I remember going through it and like having your circle of friends just attack each girl individually. It is a nasty spiral. But I'm like,
Hmm.
girl, get used to it because it happens in the real world too. Like outside of that, it happens in our world, except we're a little bit more controlled. Whereas in school, you're not controlled and there's way more bullying. So, anyways, she had to set hard boundaries for one of her friends and she blocked her and it was devastating. I'm like, do you miss her or do you miss having someone to talk to every day?
Yeah.
Exactly. And guess what? It was having that connection with someone. It wasn't necessarily her because she did not make her feel good, but she missed having that connection with someone every day.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter if that person was toxic or not. She just wanted to feel wanted. She wanted to feel needed. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're better than that. You don't deserve to be treated like that. And how she would, it was terrible. I'm like, you don't deserve to be treated like that. And I hope you see how beautiful of a human you are and that you're worthy of more. So yeah, she actually cut that girl off and it's amazing.
You know what? It's so hard, especially when they're young, because it feels like a breakup. It
It,
feels like they're breaking up with the love of their life.
mhm.
You're not, I
But
promise.
even as us at our
Yeah.
age, if you don't know how to set boundaries, it's the exact same thing. It's just we're aware of it. And we know, because we're coaches, we know how important it is.
And it's so crazy because I set boundaries all the time, especially now. Okay, little quick backstory. I got diagnosed with MS this year, so I actually have to have a whole bunch of boundaries when it comes to visiting and seeing people because I can't get sick, right? Like I
Yeah,
can't because I can end up in the hospital with a cold where you guys just like blow your nose and you're fine,
right.
right? So it's
Yep.
just totally different. But it's crazy because I'm not mad about setting boundaries with people, but it's almost like they're upset that I've set boundaries with them. And I'm like, oh, Well, why are you upset that I can't drop everything to come and do stuff for you? That so then it kind of made me look at what I was doing in my life and take a step back and kind of be like, I get to be selfish now. And it's not even being selfish. I get to take care of me now because I don't actually have to take care of everybody anymore. I have adult children. My youngest is 18. My oldest is 23. I'm so bad. I can never remember. He's or he's 22. Oh my God. I'm a horrible
It's
mom.
okay.
I can't remember.
You
22,
know, it's
23.
okay.
He's 23. He's 23. Um, but even with that, like, it's different because they're my kids, obviously. But even with them, I had to put boundaries out there for them to be like, okay, this is what I can do for you. And because really, at the end of the day, oh, you should just never give.
We don't need to know. We don't
I
need
don't
to
know.
know.
We don't need to know. Because at the end of the day, really, how much do you fill my cup?
Exactly.
You,
Exactly.
you actually fill my cup. The girls in our coaching thing fill my cup. So I would rather spend my energy on the people that fill my cup than on the people that don't fill my
Yeah.
cup. Right?
Yeah.
So good for your daughter. For
Yeah.
real, good for your daughter.
Good for me for
Yes.
teaching her. Because
Yes.
guess what? Our clients are going to be teaching their kids how to do
Yeah.
this. Because once they learn the boundaries themselves, they can teach it to their kids. That's what I'm like, we got to break this generational curse. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's not like you're being mean.
no,
This is the thing. People think by setting boundaries that they're being mean to people. You're actually not being mean.
no.
You're actually not being
Yeah.
mean. You're actually taking care of you. And if they think that you're being mean,
That's
that's
on
on
them.
them. Because yeah.
Let
Because at the end of the
them. Let
day,
them.
their opinion of you is none of your
No.
business.
And the thing is, too, like, I have another client that wants to change, doesn't want to go to parties anymore, like the partying stage, like they want to grow and expand and they're like done with that scene, right? But then it's like that their friends are into that. I'm like, are they into you or are they into the partying? Do they care if it's you going to the bar with them or is it just somebody to go to the bar with?
Yeah,
If
it's
you just
just
said,
somebody.
no, I'm out, they're going to find someone else. They don't care. So you
Yeah,
have to
they actually
be
don't.
like, well, this is not what I want to do. Then why are you doing it?
And when you go with them, this is a good question to ask them. When you go with them, do they spend all of their time with you because they want to spend time with you? No. You're there to be
Yeah.
a wingman
But you're not
or
even
to get drunk.
being authentic. You're not even
No.
being who you are because
Yeah.
that's not even what you want to do. So why are you doing stuff that you don't even want to do? Yeah.
Right?
And the thing is when you decide to take charge of your life and be like, no, that's not what I want to do. I actually want to go like start playing volleyball or whatever, right?
Do
You start doing that,
it.
guess what? You're going to meet new people that are actually into the exact same thing as you. And then you're going to make new friends.
Yeah. It's true. It's honestly, it's true. I'm a huge hiker. I love hiking. It's like my favorite thing. It's kind of a solo sport. It is, but I'm a
Yeah.
solo kind of girl. That's how I roll. But I
Mm-hmm.
get lucky because I have my husband who comes with me. But we meet people on the
Oh, yeah.
trail.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, how's it going? Pet the
Yes.
dogs, right? So you're still getting the human connection and interaction, but it's at your
Yes.
level. And it's around the kind of people that have the same mindset as
Yes.
you.
And what also happens, like I talk about in my magnetic mindset program, is when you are evolving and you are lifting your frequency.
Yeah.
So when you're down here, when you're doing all this stuff, you're not authentic. You're being living in shame and guilt, which is like the lowest of the frequencies.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about vibration levels. And when you start being authentic and start living with peace and joy and happiness, and you're raising your frequency, you are going to start attracting to those people that are vibing at that area.
100%.
Those people that are down here, you're not even going to attract them. Like, even if you're looking for a specific person, if you're looking for a soulmate or whatever, you will not match with somebody down here
No.
because you're not even on the same frequency. Like, why would you date somebody that's a couch potato if you're a gym buff? You won't go out with them because you're not
No.
even on the same frequency. Like, you just won't match, right? You
Yeah.
can pretend. If you're pretending to be somebody you're not, yeah, you'll vibe there, but you're actually not authentic and you're not gonna match.
Well, no. And then that's how breakups happen,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like that's how it works. Yeah, like that's how it goes. And then you date them and you're heartbroken, but are you actually heartbroken about it?
Yeah.
You're more heartbroken
Of the
because the
potential.
potential, and you couldn't make it work,
Yes.
no matter
You're
how
wearing all these
badly.
masks. Yeah.
Yeah, even though this is not even remotely close to the type of person that you even want to be around,
Yeah.
like at all. Like it's,
You know
yeah,
what it is? They're scared of being alone.
yeah, yeah,
People are scared to be alone. They don't know how to be alone. Like that's the thing is like they would rather go to the club with somebody else and have a wingman than go by themselves and maybe meet somebody.
yeah,
Yeah, like events. You think about it. How many people go to events by themselves or go to the movies by themselves or go to dinner by themselves? They don't do it because they don't like being alone. They don't know how to be comfortable alone. And that's what I teach my people
yeah.
is how to build up that confidence. So you're like, yeah, I'm going to go to this event. And did you know what's going to happen? Is I'm going to have an incredible time because I'm being the most authentic person I can be. And I'm going to meet so many people because I don't have to entertain this person that I'm with or be quiet because that other person's doing all the talking for me. I have to be out there and I want to be out there. If you have the confidence to go somewhere by yourself, chances are you have the confidence to start a conversation with somebody
Oh, 100%.
and you're going to meet people.
100%. I'm the grocery store
Oh,
startup conversation
me
lady. It's
too.
embarrassing. Yeah. I'm like, oh, is that really good? Like, I have no problem looking in somebody's cart. I
Oh,
don't
you're like
care.
grabbing stuff out of their cart.
Oh,
Where do
is
you
that
get
what?
this? Is this the last one? Can I have it?
I do get lucky because I am very good doing stuff alone. I actually for many years I would do once or twice a year I would do an alone trip. So like without the kids, without the husband, I would go to like Red Deer or Calgary or the mountains and I would just go and just be.
Why is that?
Um, I don't do it anymore. I don't. But I had a lot going on and I was just trying to regulate myself.
But you're
So I
aware.
don't have to, and I'm
You're
aware. Yeah.
many
I would,
people don't even have awareness of how to regulate their system, their nervous
yeah,
system. They have no clue.
no
Like they're just
idea.
ready to blow up. Like I remember being in that state where I was just like, I need a effing break. I need
Yeah.
to get out of here. Like this family, the job, everything's too much. And I just wanted a hotel room away from
Yep.
here
That
and just
was
get a
me.
regroup. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it was so I could
Regroup.
regroup and because we had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. I can't even.
Yeah.
That was a lifetime ago. I can't, when you sit and you think about stuff that's happening in your life, you're like, I don't even remember that happening. It feels like it was 10 years ago and it wasn't that long ago. Do you know
I
what I
know.
mean? I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
wild.
COVID,
Wild.
I feel like just messed everything up. I'm like, there's like a blur. Like, did those years even exist? I'm not even
You
sure.
know what's crazy? So I owned the flower shop at the time. I was so busy. I actually had to hire like two extra girls. It was so busy because that was literally the only thing that you could send to people. We were
Wow.
actually considered essential
What?
services. Yeah,
Really?
because of
See, I worked in a
funerals.
dental office and we were
Yeah,
shut down.
but because of funerals. Yeah.
Oh.
So it was wild. Like I I I'd only been open for like a year and a few months and I had one girl that worked for me. By the end of it there were four of us, I think. And I had to get a bigger cooler. I had to like it was the craziest thing. So everybody's like, "Well, I'm like, COVID was a blur, but it was different blur for me
Yeah.
because I literally it was like 10-hour days every day."
See, okay, here's the thing. Some people said COVID was absolutely
Yeah.
devastating, right? And it was like it destroyed them. And then other people are like took it as an
Yeah.
opportunity to grow and expand.
Yeah.
Like this is the same thing when you're in the shit of your life.
Yeah.
You can take this and you can play it as a victim and you can stay there and it's all everybody else's fault and you just stay in that victimhood shitty attitude,
Yeah.
or you can grow from that pain
Yeah.
and say, okay, how can I make this work?
100. I'm living that. I'm literally living that
I
right
know.
now. I got diagnosed with MS this year, sold my flower shop, do freelance flowers for some of Canada's top florists. Like, I'm not even kidding. I go to Banff Springs Hotel next Thursday
Yeah.
to finish setting up for Christmas in the main ballroom for them because I'm freelancing for one of Canada's best. And then took my life coaching, doing the life coaching, started a podcast because I ended up getting diagnosed with MS. Okay, so I go to the gym and I eat healthy, lost 15 pounds because I can't eat the stuff that I normally would eat. And I'm like, whew,
You're choosing. You're
I'm
choosing.
choosing. Yeah.
You're choosing because you could continue to live in the MS like poor me,
Mm-hmm.
but you're choosing to make a difference in your life.
Yeah. And it's crazy because during COVID, my one of my best friends, she used to just live over here, and we would do 5 to 10K walking every single day. And then a lot of people did struggle with weight during COVID. I understand. Like, it's not,
Yeah.
I'm not poo-pooing on
Yeah.
anybody. Um, but I actually think by doing that, it kept us sane.
Yeah.
Like, because then you're just, right?
Yes.
It's true. It actually kept us like mentally stable.
You know what though? Exercise, that's why I'm like, people underestimate how important exercise is.
So
Like it,
important.
oh my gosh, not only is it physically, but mentally. And like, if you're having a block, like if you're trying to get your creative juices going, that's where I get all my downloads. I call them
Yeah.
downloads, but my seeds get planted and I get all these inspiring ideas in my head. That's from exercise and from walking because you're in by
Yeah.
yourself and you're just in your body. It is incredible.
You know, I don't want to ever tell anybody to get a dog just for the sake of getting a dog, but I am so grateful for my dog. So grateful because once everything started, because I couldn't walk for a little bit when I
Yeah.
got diagnosed with MS. I'm a runner. I was supposed to actually run the Edmonton Marathon this year, and it was I was going to do it before I turned 45, and I turned 45 in October. It was bucket list. I didn't end up getting to do it because I couldn't train for it to be able to do it. I am going to do it this year coming. Um, but and I didn't want to go to the gym because I was scared I was going to fall or hurt myself because I just didn't know what to expect. Like, I had no idea. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, that was stupid, but
Right?
whatever.
Like,
But
who
I'm
gives a shit
so,
what anybody thinks?
yeah, but I'm so grateful for him. Like today, because you're in a different province than me, for anybody that lives in Edmonton, it is absolute garbage out there right now. It is like this nasty rain snow, but it's not sleet. It's like hard snow. When we're done our call, I'm taking my dog for his stupid 5K because he has to go, even though I don't want to. So get a
You know
dog. It makes you
what?
do it.
Quit. I want a dog, but I don't want a dog. I want a dog because I want this emotional support, the
Yeah,
cuddles, and like, you know,
I
you know.
know.
But I don't want one because I don't want to walk outside in the wintertime.
I know.
I'm
But
a
it
bit cranky
makes
though for
you.
that.
I know. You should see me. I'm going to take a picture before I go. I have snow pants and my big snow jacket, and then I have a balaclava and a neck warmer and a toque, and then I have my big headphones so I can listen to my book while I'm walking.
Like that doesn't even sound like fun to me.
I'm sure
Like not at
people
all.
think
Like
I'm
that does not
crazy.
convince me to get a dog. Not one bit.
I even
My
have the
daughter's
spikes
watching
on.
this and she's like, "Yeah, Mary,
She's like, get the
Riffin."
dog, get the dog. Well, if you get a small dog, you don't have to
No,
walk them as far.
I'm not getting a small
I
dog.
know.
No,
I
I
have a
have
German Shepherd.
no. Okay, we totally went off
That
topic.
Sorry. I'm like, everybody's like, wow, what are they talking about?
We're having coffee in the car. That's what we're doing. We're like
Right?
chatting at.
Yeah, 100%.
Aren't those women unbelievable though? Like, let's go there for a second. This is like where sometimes you think your idea is stupid and it could just blow up into something amazing.
Who,
Those
Cat and Nat?
women. Kate, remember them? I remember when
Oh,
they first started.
they're
Okay,
ridiculous. I love
but I
them.
remember watching them in their car just talking about mom
Yeah.
stuff, mom life. And now look at those two.
Yeah.
They are huge.
See, and those are two best friends that are like best friends, like
Yes.
besties.
Yes.
Like,
And they've been, oh, like what an inspiration.
yeah, those are friend goals. That's what that is.
Yes. But it's also like go after your dreams goals because
Yeah,
they are literally two moms that sat in the car after dropping their kids off at school, bullshitting, and now look at them.
I
Like
know, right?
seriously, they're
Yeah.
on stages in beautiful dresses with their hair and makeup done, living the freaking life.
Meanwhile, they were in the car in their sweatpants with their mom bun up on top of their head,
Like
no
me.
makeup.
Like me,
Like,
that'll be us.
right? That'll be us. We'll be doing it. And the only, for real, my hair only looks this good because I got it done today. I actually had to get highlights because it was doing
Well, it looks
something weird.
fantastic.
Thank you. But no, but for real, they see, but this is what we're both kind of talking about, right? Because they took their situation, they took what they had going on, they made it into something so big and so amazing
Yes.
that they're on stages in beautiful dresses with their hair and they're inspirations for people.
Yes.
They're amazing.
They are.
So what I know for me, I want all of my women. And I actually in my podcast in everything I say humans because there's men out there
Yes.
that could use a good kick in the
Yeah.
butt too, for real.
Yeah.
I, I am the please stop feeling sorry for yourself person. I will straight like off it stop. You get to have a pity party. Listen, I have had 3 pity parties for myself since I got diagnosed with MS. Since I found out in April that I have MS. 3. They were bad. I cried. And then I wiped my tears and I'm like, okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
Yeah.
Right?
See, and
So,
that's the thing is you get a choice. Everybody gets a
yeah,
choice. Are we
yeah,
going to go in the positive way or are we going to go the negative way?
yeah,
The abundance or are we going to go the scarcity
right,
mindset? The victimhood?
yeah,
Like, which one do you want to go? Do you want to vibe high and start living the life that you want and desire? Or are we going to vibe low
right?
in
Because,
shame and guilt?
because if you live in the low, because we were going to talk about manifesting, if you're going to live in the low, you are literally manifesting this doomsday
Yeah.
life. Like, oh, it's so shitty outside today. Like,
I'm just not going to go out.
I'm just not going to go out. And I'm not even going to wash my face or brush my teeth because I don't need to because nobody's going to see me and it doesn't matter. And
I feel like garbage.
I feel like garbage and nobody loves me. Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
And you know that's not true. But if you want to manifest that for yourself, you go right ahead. But I don't want to be around people like that. I want to be around these people over here that are manifesting and dreaming big and their energy is so up here and they're doing the work and they're reading the books and they're stepping out of comfort zones and they're going to the parties they don't well I shouldn't say that because I'm not a party person but they're talking like okay even just us doing this right now right a lot of people would never do that
I never was this person.
really
No. Oh my gosh, no. You should have seen my first TikTok. I was ready to throw up after I did it. But guess what? You put in the reps. You do it
yeah
every single day, whether you want to or not. Because who do you want to be? In the end, who do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to live?
yeah
And if that's the life you want to live, you have to go for it. You have to show up every day. Your every day might not be 100%, but if you show up, you're trusting yourself, you're building up your self integrity. And
oh
you're
100%
trusting yourself.
yeah
And then what happens? You get rewarded because the universe is like, hey, they're working at it. I'm going to make their life a little bit easier by showing them something.
yeah
So then all of a sudden these new opportunities start coming up and you're starting to build up your self-confidence and you start showing up even more. And it's just a cycle. And the same thing happens when you choose to live in a shitty mindset. All these bad things keep happening to you. It's because you're manifesting it.
yeah
You've got this thought stacking process. I actually just sent this out into my email list today, a podcast from Ed Milet talking about romanticizing your future, your life. When you start thought stacking, whether it's positive or negative, if you think one thought, It's a bad thought. So all of a sudden you think another bad thought and another one and another one and another one. And then all of a sudden it's just spiraling, right? So then you're spiraling into this bad negative thought. And then you start living like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to change it, start thinking a positive one, and then all of a sudden another positive one comes on and comes on and comes on and comes on. And then all of a sudden it starts spiraling into a good positive thing.
Yeah. It's, it,
I
it,
it's
it's,
that's how it works.
it is how it works. It is 100%. 100. Okay. So we used to call my flower shop the little shop that could. Legit. It was like, that wasn't the name of it. I can't actually say the name of it because of legal
Yeah.
reasons, but my husband and I used to call it the little shop that could. It was 720 square feet. So think
That's
about that for a
tiny.
commercial. And it had a huge cooler in it. When I sold my shop, so end of day, on the day that I sold my shop, I was looking at doing $750,000 this year. What? I'd
Right?
only been open for like, it would have been 6 years on August 20th. What?
Crazy.
Oh my God. And when I opened, I was like, you know, I'm gonna make some pretty flowers, whatever. I legit, like, I'm not even kidding you, not even kidding you. One of my shop when I left was, I don't know where it's at now. I have no idea. I'm sure they're doing great. The new owners are awesome. I ended up being one of the top wedding florists in Edmonton. That's why I have a studio. I built a studio. Uh, I have a studio company. I still have a large wedding and event company that I do flowers for. I'm almost booked for next year. I have 3 dates left for next year, and I sold the shop July 31st, and I was booked by end of end of September. I have 3 dates for next
That's
year. That's
insane.
it.
That's
Isn't that
insane.
wild?
Yeah.
That's wild. But it's because I put the work in. I put the work in. And I love these
I know.
I know who this is.
I
It's got to
know.
be Rochelle doing
No, no,
this.
no,
It's
it's
got to
you.
be.
It's just I don't know. It's like picking it up. It happens in my Zoom calls too.
Does it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I put the work in. And it's like, okay, so my podcast, the first episode was okay. The second one, it's all right. I recorded the third one yesterday. It launches on Saturday. It is good. We listened to it is
That's
good.
awesome.
Right?
Seeing that and like that's the thing. I want to start one too, but it's just like you're so scared to do the first one. Right?
It's hard.
It's
Like
hard.
it's not actually hard.
It's
It's
not.
actually quite easy.
Yes.
But yeah, the
It's
first
hard
you
up
can
here
tell. Yeah.
to do it. But then like once you push yourself outside of that comfort zone, you feel so freaking good.
You know what though? It's just like doing a TikTok
Yeah,
one. It's just you're into a microphone.
I know.
Just
I have the mic.
just get you look at this is
Oh, I'm not
fancy.
that fancy.
Yeah. I pulled my desk out into my living room because I wanted everybody to have festive cheer in my podcast. Everything. My husband came home yesterday. He's like, it looks different in here. I'm like, yeah, don't worry. It's going to. He's like, no, you can leave it. I don't care.
I'll be like in my closet with my clothes, so I might be.
Oh, yeah. Do it from your car.
I could do it for my car.
You could do coffee talk
In my
from your
car.
car.
Yeah.
That's great.
How to
But
manifest a car like I did.
no, but for real,
I know.
like for real,
Mm-hmm.
like, because you are like the manifest queen.
Yeah. It's crazy what I create. And I'm just like, I need to teach. Like, that's why I wanted to do this because I'm like, I got to, if I could bring all this stuff into my life, I want other people to have this. Like, why wouldn't I?
So then, how did that journey for you start? Like for the
The
manifesting, how did
mindset.
that?
That's where it started.
Yeah,
Like, the mindset, just switching your mindset to positive things. And then all of a sudden, all these good things started happening. And I was like, what? And then I learned about manifesting and how it's all it is just the power of your mind creating what you want in your reality. You create your own reality. Whatever your perception is, you could be like when you go to a movie, you
yeah,
watch a movie and you're like that was the best movie ever. The person right beside you might think it was the worst movie ever. It was
yeah.
completely their perception. So that's how you live your life is your perception. And if you want to live in a negative mindset, that's what your reality is going to be. If you want to live in a positive one and have all this abundance coming into your life, you have to think positive. Like, I expect to have a great day every day. Okay, here's something crazy. This is crazy. It's going to blow your mind. I was like, oh, I want to work tonight. I want to pick up a shift because I serve part time. I'm like, I want to pick up a shift. But I noticed another girl posted and she took it. And I'm like, nobody else will want it or have a shift. During our training call, ding, hey, do you want to work for me tonight? Like, I'm serious. I can't even make this shit up. It happens to me all the time. Like,
See, but that's good.
I
I
know.
know. You
I'm
know what?
vibing at this level. I attract this stuff into my life. I was like, I want a shift. And I thought about it. And I'm vibing up here. And I'm like, I doubt there'll be a shift. But literally, while we were doing our training video, within an hour of me thinking of it, I got a message. Hey, do you want to work tonight? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, actually.
That's
I know.
awesome. I know. I was kind of putting it out there. I'm like, I really want to book those 3 dates by the end of December.
But
But then
why?
I was kind of,
But why do you want to book them?
so then it's done and I have it and I'm completely booked for next
But
year.
how do you want to feel?
What do you mean?
How do you want to feel once you have it booked?
Oh, accomplished. Listen, that is a huge accomplishment.
I know, but
Have you?
that's what you're doing is you're manifesting that feeling. You're not manifesting the actual physical thing, the feeling of it.
Yeah.
That's what manifesting
Like
is.
I just want to feel like this year was a huge
Yes.
accomplishment as a whole with everything that happened. I just want it to like finish off and
Okay, so
just
it's
be
done.
like,
It's
bam.
done. You have them booked. It's done. Just
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm finishing off the year fully booked. It's
Yeah.
done. It is done.
Right? Like I'm finishing. Yeah. And yeah, like I have big stuff coming for
I
my
know you do.
coaching. I'm
I
very
know, me too.
excited. I'm very, very excited. And I think everybody else is going to be really excited too.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
No, they are.
Because I'm all learning about the manifesting right now.
I know.
It's
It's so amazing.
it's very new
It's
for me.
it's so incredible. Like the stuff that I bring in. Like I made a post the other day too because my coach was saying you need to start being humanized. Like start telling your experiences so these people understand like what it is. So I went to Calgary with a friend of mine. November 9th, we went to Major Tom's. Have you been there? It's a fancy
No.
ass restaurant. It's so nice and fancy. Like you can only get in with reservation. And my friend is like a manifesting king. He's like, no, we're gonna get in. I'm like, okay. So we were sitting there waiting to get in, and this guy was sitting across from us, and his lady walks out of the bathroom. He stands up. She turns around. He holds the jacket for her, and she puts it on, and then he pulls her hair out. And I'm like, did you see this? Like I was like jabbing my best friend. I'm like, did you see this? And he's like, what? I'm like, that. I'm like, who does that nowadays?
My
Like,
husband.
I was like, I want that. I'm like, no, I
Yes.
am getting that. My guy is gonna do that for me because that is respect and just like feeling like a freaking goddess.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's what I want because I want to experience that feeling. I am not shitting you. 10 days later, I went on a date and the guy did that exact thing. Like 10 days later of me seeing it, wanting it, and it happened.
I love it. My my husband
Yeah.
does it. But it's fun. You know what's really crazy? I think it's not funny, haha, that you brought it up. Ironic funny that you brought it up. He does it even in my ski jacket. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to put my jacket on because there's a lot going on, right? Like I got hair. I have a lot of hair. Anyways, but he always does it whenever we go out.
But that's just what I'm
Almost
saying is I
every
attracted it.
yes. And
Yeah.
almost every woman in there is thinking the exact same thing that you thought, but you thought differently.
Yeah.
You were like, that's what I want.
And that's what I'm going to get. Because
And that's what I'm going to get. Yeah.
I have
but
it.
they're thinking, oh, I wish I
have that.
could have that.
I wish I
I
could have that.
wish I could have that.
And I'm like, I
Very
know
different.
I'm worthy.
Yes.
Because my guy that I'm attracting in is worthy of me being a goddess to be with him. Like, it's just like you attract each other, right? Like, the guy that I'm attracting is like so freaking amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I want to be, I want to just admire him, right?
Yeah.
Like, so of course he's going to treat me like that. Like, it's a give and take, like a yin and yang. Like, that's just how it is.
So did you go on another date with him?
Yeah, of course.
Yay.
Yeah, freaking on. He's
We can
amazing. Anyways,
talk about that
we
later.
won't talk about that online.
Like, we can talk about that later.
But yeah, I attracted that into my life. So that's just what
Right?
I'm saying.
Yeah. It's,
Mhm.
yeah. And if the whole world could learn how to do all of the positive, right? All of the positive. And I told you about the book that I just finished, Becoming Supernatural. It's amazing. And it literally talks, the whole thing is about manifesting and bringing things into your life that you need.
Yeah,
It's that you want and that you need in
yeah,
your life, right? Like for me, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff health
yeah.
wise. I'm going to be the person to beat MS. I'm not even kidding you. And when I say beat it, I mean, I'm going to go and there's not going to be any lesions in this body. And I know people look at me, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
And
Have you
I'm
heard of Joe
like,
Dispenza?
oh my God, I just got one of his, that's, yeah. That's the guy who wrote
Yes.
it. Yes.
Yes.
I just actually downloaded his 1 hour meditation.
Yeah, he's
I think
unreal.
I, I think I fell asleep though.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. Right? But it's all these things like, yeah,
That's
I
okay.
don't
Another
know.
one. Was getting this cold sore. I'm like, oh no, this is not freaking
Yeah.
happening. Not happening.
Yeah.
It cleared up like that. Like that. Usually it's like a week or two. It
Yeah.
bubbles and then it's
They're
whatever. And I was like, no,
gross.
this is not happening. I don't have one. And it cleared up like that.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I know. And it's like it was right before I had to go for my MRI, my second MRI. And I was saying to my husband, I said, I don't have MS. Like I don't. I don't feel like I should have it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't. And when I went for my second MRI, and I think it means something, but like the size of your lesions and stuff always change. But I have a huge lesion right here. Like it's huge. I shrunk it to half the size. I shrunk
I know.
it to half the
Yes. I
size.
believe you 100% because I believe in this stuff.
Yeah. And there's other stuff that comes
Yes.
with it, like the diet, the exercise.
Absolutely.
But if you put all of the things in order, you can make anything
And guess what?
happen in your
The reverse
life.
too. The exact reverse.
Yeah.
You can worry yourself sick. People do this, like with
Yep.
anxiety.
Yeah.
They get so anxious and worked up. What happens? Their heart rate increases and they start getting stressed. And then all of a sudden they have heart problems. Like this is
Yeah.
how people have heart problems is from prolonged stress.
Yeah.
They put themselves in stress so many times that they start having heart problems. They start having strokes. Like all this shit happens.
Yeah.
It's not because of, oh my God, they had a heart attack. No, it's from all the stacking of these beliefs
Yeah.
and these thoughts and the stress.
Yeah.
So that shitty job that you're waking up to every morning that you hate your life, it's going to kill you one day. Just saying.
Like
It will.
1,000%.
It
It
will.
will. It
Yeah.
will. It's wild.
I
And
know.
like one of the main things, actually, because I can speak for it, one of the main things for MS is stress. That's what causes your flare-ups. It causes inflammation in your body. It causes you to have a flare-up. Because owning my flower shop, no matter how successful and amazing it was, holy shit, so stressful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so stressful with staff, with you name, like just so much. Not kidding. Sold it. I woke up August 1st and I'm like, I am a new human.
Guess what?
It was awesome.
That's why you booked all of them in
Yeah.
but 3 dates is because the
Yeah.
stress was relieved and abundance came in. That's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, we could talk for hours.
I know. I'm like, blah, blah.
I know. But I do need to
So,
roll because I did
yeah.
pick up a shift tonight.
I know you did.
You
I'm
know.
very happy. And I need to do some posting on my studio page to get those 3 dates booked.
Yes.
So
It's been lovely.
it's been lovely. And
Yes.
I'm very excited
We should do this
and
again.
I see you Friday, I think anyway. Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll do it again.
Yes.
Have
Awesome. Well, have an awesome
fun
day.
tonight.
Thank you for hopping on.
Yeah. Have fun tonight. Have a good shift. You're going to make $1 million. I decided.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.